Days of Our Lives Spoilers 2025 promises a cascade of drama that will test loyalties, unravel hidden truths, and leave relationships hanging by a thread. Philip's dangerous game, protecting himself at all costs in the heart of Salem, a storm brews between two men with a shared past and a dangerous secret. Philip Kyriakis, portrayed with steely resolve by Jean-Paul Lavoisier, stands at a crossroads. His battered body still bears the scars of a brutal attack, one that landed him in a coma. The whispers in Salem point to Xander Cook, played by Paul Telfer, as the culprit. But Philip, with a calculating glint in his eye, insists Xander didn't do it. Why? Not out of loyalty or forgiveness, but out of sheer self-preservation. If Philip admits that Xander's fists sent him into that hospital bed, he'll have to reveal why the fight erupted in the first place. And that truth is a Pandora's box he cannot afford to open. The reason, buried deep in the Kyriakis family's labyrinth of power and wealth, is tied to Philip's inheritance, a fortune he's fought tooth and nail to secure. Confessing the truth would mean losing everything: the money, the status, and the fragile respect of his family. So, Philip bites his tongue, spins his story, and hopes the lie holds. But lies in Salem have a way of unraveling, especially when love and justice are at stake. Sarah Horton, portrayed by Lindsay Godfrey, knows her husband, Xander, better than anyone. She sees the guilt etched in his furrowed brow, hears it in the hesitance of his voice. Sarah is no stranger to Xander's darker impulses, but this time, her heart hardens. She believes he's guilty and she's determined to make him pay. Not in a courtroom where justice can be slippery, but in the one place it will hurt him most: their family. Sarah's plan is as heartbreaking as it is resolute. She vows to keep Xander away from their daughter, Victoria, the light of his life. The thought of losing his little girl sends Xander spiraling. He pleads with Sarah, his voice cracking with desperation, but her resolve is ironclad. For Sarah, this isn't just about punishment, it's about protecting Victoria from a man whose anger could destroy them all. As the couple stands on the brink of collapse, viewers are left wondering, can Xander redeem himself, or has he finally pushed Sarah too far? Kate's jealous heart, a mystery of love and loss. Meanwhile, across town, Kate Roberts Brady, played with fiery elegance by Lauren Koslow, stumbles upon a scene that sets her heart racing, and not in a good way. She catches her husband, Roman Brady, Josh Taylor, and his ex-wife, Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, locked in what looks like an intimate moment. It's not a kiss or a scandalous embrace, but a hug that lingers too long, words whispered too closely. For Kate, it's enough to ignite a spark of suspicion. Kate has always known that Roman and Marlena share a bond that time and divorce couldn't erase. They've been through too much together: kidnappings, betrayals, and the chaos of raising their fiery daughter, Sammy Brady, Allison Sweeney. But with John Black, Drake Hodgson, the love of Marlena's life, now gone, Kate's insecurities flare. Is Roman simply comforting a grieving widow, or is something deeper stirring between them? The truth, as always in Salem, is more complicated. Marlena, still reeling from John's death, has been confiding in Roman about a chilling revelation. Their granddaughter, Rachel Black, Alice Halsey, recently came to Marlena with a disturbing story. Rachel claims she saw Johnny DiMera Carson Boatman holding a gun moments before EJ DiMera Dan Feuerriegel was shot. The image haunts Marlena, not because she believes Johnny is a cold-blooded killer, but because she knows Salem's history of mistaken identities and twisted truths. In this town, a gun in hand doesn't always mean guilt, and 12 different scenarios could explain what Rachel saw. Marlena's decision to share this with Roman rather than Johnny's mother, Sammy, raises eyebrows. But anyone who knows Sammy understands why. Sammy's presence is like a match to gasoline. Explosive, unpredictable, and guaranteed to make things worse. So, Marlena and Roman huddle together, their faces etched with worry, debating what to do next. Their closeness, born of shared history and mutual trust, is innocent enough. But to Kate, it's a red flag waving in the wind. Kate's jealousy isn't baseless. She's no saint herself, having navigated her own share of tangled relationships and moral gray areas. But the sight of Roman and Marlena together stirs a fear she rarely admits: that she'll always be second to Marlena in Roman's heart. As Kate sets out to uncover the truth behind their secretive meetings, she's drawn into a mystery that could either solidify her marriage or shatter it. Will she confront Roman, or will her investigation lead her to Rachel's shocking claim about Johnny? Belle and EJ, a love that defies the odds while the older generation wrestles with grief and suspicion. Salem's younger residents are diving into their own turbulent waters. Belle Black, Martha Madison, Marlena's daughter, finds herself at a turning point in her complicated relationship with EJ DiMera. The chemistry between them has always been undeniable, a magnetic pull that defies logic and consequence. Now, in a moment of raw vulnerability, Belle lays her heart bare. She tells EJ she loves him, her voice trembling with the weight of the words. EJ, a man known for his sharp suits and sharper ambition, doesn't hesitate. He returns her confession, admitting that he loves her too. For a fleeting moment, the world outside their bubble ceases to exist. But in Salem, love is never simple. EJ's shooting, still fresh in the town's collective memory, looms over them. Rachel's claim about Johnny adds a layer of danger, threatening to pull EJ back into the DiMera family's deadly web of power struggles. And Belle, still mourning her father, John, carries her own burdens. Guilt, loss, and the pressure to live up to her parents' legacy. Their love, though passionate, is fraught with obstacles. Belle's family has never fully trusted EJ, seeing him as a charming but dangerous force. And EJ's own past, riddled with schemes and betrayals, makes him a risky partner. Yet, as they stand face to face, their hearts laid open, there's a sense that this could be their moment. Will they seize it, or will the shadows of Salem tear them apart? A Town on the Edge as June 26th unfolds. Salem teeters on the edge of chaos. Philip's lies protect his fortune but threaten his soul. Sarah's quest for justice could destroy her marriage. Kate's jealousy drives her toward a truth she may not be ready to face. And Belle and EJ's love, bold and reckless, challenges the town's unwritten rules. In the background, Rachel's revelation about Johnny and EJ's shooting ripples through the community, promising more shocks to come. In the bustling, drama-filled town of Salem, mysteries unfold around every corner, and the latest gripping saga involves the shooting of EJ DiMera. On the night of Wednesday, June 25th, Days of Our Lives finally revealed Johnny DiMera's side of this tense and tangled story. But even after Johnny's emotional confession, a significant question lingers. If Johnny didn't shoot EJ, then who did? Johnny DiMera, driven by intense anger towards his father, EJ, was indeed at the DiMera mansion that fateful evening. He admitted to Roman Brady and Marlena Evans that he was so consumed with rage that he impulsively took Roman's gun from the lockbox and confronted his father. With trembling hands and overwhelming fury, Johnny aimed the weapon at EJ. However, when confronted directly by his father, Johnny experienced a profound emotional moment. EJ spoke candidly, acknowledging the mistakes he'd made and expressing his deep regret for their damaged relationship. EJ's words penetrated Johnny's heart, calming his anger just enough for Johnny to hand the gun back to EJ and leave without harming him. Yet the puzzle grows more complicated when Roman confirms that the gun later found in a potted plant outside the DiMera mansion was indeed his weapon and was missing a bullet. Johnny's confession clears him as the shooter but deepens the mystery. Someone else used Roman's gun against EJ, raising the critical question: who is still hiding in the shadows? Salem is filled with potential suspects, each with motives, hidden grudges, and secrets that could lead them to violence. Initially, Johnny seemed like the prime suspect, his animosity toward his father openly displayed for weeks. However, Johnny's clear sincerity and emotional vulnerability during his confession strongly indicate that he's telling the truth. He did not pull the trigger. So who, then, could be the mysterious shooter? Eyes naturally turn to young Rachel Black, a troubled child caught in the crossfire of adult conflicts and complicated family dynamics. Rachel, haunted by the weight of secrets she carries and visibly distressed by recent events, could be harboring deeper psychological issues. Could her physical ailments be a symptom of her internal turmoil, leading her to take drastic measures like violence? It is indeed possible Rachel acted impulsively, driven by desperation and confusion. Yet Salem's residents must also consider other individuals who have been quiet yet suspiciously present in recent events. Could an adult Rachel from the future, Salem being a town where stranger things have happened, have a hand in this violent act? Or perhaps Arnold, whose enigmatic behavior and unclear motives raise eyebrows among those closely following the unfolding drama. As the investigation continues, the town of Salem braces itself for more revelations. Marlena, ever steadfast and compassionate, works tirelessly with Roman to unravel the truth behind the shooting. Their bond, tested by crises both personal and professional, grows ever stronger in their mutual dedication to justice. Meanwhile, tensions rise and the stakes grow higher with each passing day. Salemites collectively yearn for answers. Kate Roberts, in particular, watches anxiously as Marlena and Roman collaborate closely, fueling her jealousy and insecurity about losing Roman to Marlena once more. She feels compelled to intervene subtly, adding another layer of drama and complexity to the already tangled situation. Days turn into weeks, yet the identity of EJ's shooter remains elusive. Frustration mounts among Salem's residents as clues surface and disappear just as quickly. Will Marlena and Roman's persistence finally uncover the shocking truth? Or will another unexpected twist throw the investigation into chaos again? For Salem's dedicated residents and fans alike, the hope remains that resolution will come soon. Until then, viewers and characters must wait anxiously, contemplating motives and clues in equal measure, all while the uncertainty and suspense continue to build. In a town like Salem, where secrets abound and relationships shift with breathtaking speed, the answers could lie just around the corner. Until then, one thing is certain. The town's beloved characters will continue to navigate the complexities of their relationships and the mysteries that define their daily lives, holding viewers captivated and eager for more.